install a K&N cold air intake into a 2018 Stinger GT. Some of this stuff I've already kind of pre-put together last night just to kind of save some time, and I don't usually do install videos, so bear with me. But in the case, or in the box, I got the two air filters that came with the system, and the housings are already put together. They don't come this way. I did do them last night, so I had to put in the housing, this insert here, which screwed in with two of these Allen wrenches. And then if you're looking for this ring, which I think is like number 80, it's in the box with the filters. Okay, so there's some parts that go in here. Bam. Those aren't going to be it. They're going to be actually in the box on the filter, and I think they're like called number 80 or something like that. Cool. So let's get started. I'm not going to do a play-by-play because it'll only like frustrate me, because I'd be spending more time worrying how the video came out than I would actually the job, which is more important to me that this gets done correctly than the video. Cool. All right, so first of all, I know that the first thing is to come over and disconnect the battery, which is going to be found in your trunk. All right, so I'm going to get started on that. I'm just going to lift the mat and find the battery, disconnect that. All right, cool. All right, so I've removed everything that goes with it. There is the internal stuff. So you'll find the wheel here, and right there is the negative for the battery. So I'll go and disconnect that. That's what it looks like. All right. I thought this was kind of cool. I've never seen a spare tire because I luckily have never had to use one, but it's actually a, see that? It's a rim, but still a dime size. All right, battery's disconnected. That one I used a 10mm for the battery and disconnected the negative. I also found an easy way to do it. Instead of taking the whole tire off, there's a little cable that leads out to the ground. You could have just probably undone that, unscrewed it. So anyway, moving on. So now we're gonna take off this crossbar here. I'd like to add here that anything you do to the passenger side or the driver's side, you do to the opposite side, so vice versa. So everything's just basically mirror image. All right, so see you in a bit. All right, next thing is crossbars are off, strut bars, whatever they're called. I'm not a car guy, so I'm a technology guy. So if I can do this, anybody probably can. All right, anyway, so there's gonna be 3 screws, I believe. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. This is the driver's side air box, and then likewise over here. So 1, 2, and 3 passenger side air box. All right, and I'll be grabbing those out. I'll pull this part out, that there and that there, and then should be good to get on to the next step. All right, we got 1 box out, all right, which is the driver's side. Okay, so if you can look at the clean paint, 1, 2, 3, took those screws out, pulled the box off, had to take this out, and I've already taken off this hose there. All right, so next thing I'm gonna go is the turbo is sitting right there, so you can kind of see it. It's a little baby thing, but whatever. And now, oh, one thing I want to add, taking the stuff out, K&N does recommend that you do keep your old stuff, just in case. All right, cool. All right, see you in a bit. All right, a little bit of a snag. All right, so what I did was I went straight to the hose that went with the turbo here, thinking I could just just take it out. But had I taken this hose out first and this hose out first, I wouldn't have that trouble, because now I can't bend it over. But I'm gonna find a way to do it. All right, so there's the box. It's installed. Not too much trouble. I do recommend that you follow the diagram and the little screws that go onto the turbo for that fitting right there. I would recommend putting them in that direction, just like that. Cool. And then there's only one screw that comes in the pack for that, so I'll show you that right now. This is the screw that goes into it. I think there's only like 4 screws that actually come in the package. It's going to be this type of screw that goes with that washer, and then that little split washer, and then the ones that go on the actual coupling are Allen wrench tightened. Cool. All right. Oh yeah, look, beautiful day. All right, according to the instructions, I really don't like the way that looks. So what I've seen on YouTube is that you get the driver's side hose, you put it on this side. Some people have cut it, blah blah blah. I chose to cut it, but I still don't like the way it has that little bend in it. So I'm gonna fix that. All right, let's see. So moving on. So there's the driver's side air box and filter and intake, and then I'm gonna start on this one here, which is the driver's side or passenger side. I move on. This tube right here, right there, the end of this suffers from separation anxiety. It would not let the old tube out, and there's my real result. Son of a bleep. All right, let's wrap this up. Okay, one other thing. So this part here, which is 8638, that's when it goes onto the turbo. There's a tapered end. All right, so what I would do is I would put the tapered end onto the turbo, and then the piping is the larger fitting, and then we'll throw that on the pipe, which is that pipe, but on the driver's side. All right, I'm done. I'm just gonna go through and tighten like these little collar screws on them. So so far so good. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience, like I was saying, so I mean, I tried. I will give you this tip. There's a video out. I'll probably link it in the description below, but this guy, I actually did this without going through the instructions. So not that they weren't good, but any type of video or like visual is always kind of good for me. But there you go, man. Stay tuned for a little bit more. Cool. All right, so battery's connected. Everything looks good. Tightened up all the other collar stuff. As you can tell, we are a Kia family. So here we go. We're gonna give it a shot. I gotta say that was pretty impressive. So I got the little blowout or the blow off valve noise I was looking for. All right, the system I got here was the 69-5318TS, which stands for the Typhoon Intake System, is what the TS is. So, like I said, it's going in a 2018 Kia Stinger. This Stinger is 303 out of the first 1,000 sold, which is pretty cool. Shout out to Kia Country in Charleston, South Carolina. That's where I bought it from. What's up, Elijah? What's up, Tony? And that's it. Don't like or comment or anything. Like I said, I'm not a car buff. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. All right, so this thing sent me back about 400 bucks. All right, I'm not sure how good the sound is in here, but I'm on the highway right now I'm doing probably like about 69 miles an hour. So there's a car in front of me, but I can definitely tell it's a little bit more responsive than it was before. So I'm gonna kind of see if I can hear the whistle in there. So I hear it in here. I'm not too sure if the camera picked it up or anything. Maybe get some road noise from the contact of the windshield and the dashboard on the camera, but definitely sounds really impressive. Almost scary because it sounds like there's like an air leak or whatever, but it's just the blow off valves. But anyway, I will do a couple more tests.